Hello, welcome back to this spot where I always find myself for some reason. But maybe today we can move on from here. Last time I managed to actually close a little loop here so I can access the shop, which in this save file it looks like I haven't bothered to do yet. Because there's a man standing in my way. Okay, I'm at 229 attack. Two more attack and I can pop roach eggs. Oh, I haven't left myself a way through here, but this way there may be? No, there's a closed door. Okay. Alright, so I have a need for health. Yeah, this shield gem, that's still gonna wait a little while longer. Until I don't take quite so much Ontlik beam damage. I guess I am getting the shield then, eventually, just not from the easy side. I have money and could buy that potion, but I would prefer to use shovels. Okay, I'm gonna get enough shovels to get the health to get some... Actually, okay, what is the next power gem I think I can get? I know of two that are in reach. There's this one, past a construct or past... various things. This might not be such a bad idea. Except it is because that's the only trapdoor in the room and that closes this door. Okay, so kill that for potions when you're ready for those potions, but that doesn't get in here. How would I like to get this gem? I think not now, so I'm not really sure. Other one I had in mind was this one. 981 improves at 5 more by a huge amount. So that doesn't look like an appealing target until I already have 2 more. This got 600. So what about up north? Less defense. This is a nice room to get into, and if I'm using a blue key here, which was the plan, I should get a blue key. If I can get 1 more yellow key and a blue key... Oh, I don't have the shield, so I guess I'm taking the long way, which does involve a fight, or killing the Ontlik, which will, close this door? I think I'll just take that long way. Okay, so I need shovels, and a blue key, and a yellow key, and health. But I will route with that in mind. So shovels come from here. Yellow keys can come from there. +1 for tar, baby. That's so annoying. Maybe I swap it and get this first, just because that'll improve quicker if it's that way around. I need that 1 more... Okay, so if I could pop roach eggs, then that would open up a bunch of stuff. Not a huge amount, but a bunch of stuff. Enough to be worthwhile. This... Gauntlet, right, I want 1 more attack. Has to be 230 before that. These are pretty cheap keys. Okay, but I'm looking for health. This health is very bad. Don't take that health. This looks... not great. This would take a green key, not great. This is kind of... Okay, that's essentially 4 shovels for 450 health. That's kinda okay? Yeah, that's reasonably okay. Alright, this is acceptable. I don't have enough to actually get in there, though. This would be nice if that gel baby were already dead. My health is very low, so I have to take some trade that's probably less than ideal here before I can actually do anything more. I have not taken this. That's not much less than ideal. Reasonably close to ideal. And there's a yellow key in this room I'm probably going to want someday. Right, I would love not to fight any tar babies at the moment. And, I mean, this is only 6, it's fine. Sure, I'm going toward a shield gem eventually, but the amount that saves is extremely small. I would love not to fight any tar babies at the moment. Here are some shovels. The health refund I get from fighting the spider is not enough for that to feel like it's the right thing at the moment. This exists. I don't like it, though. So am I thinking about doing that? If I need both of those things before I get a power gem... Okay, you know what? I need to get that power gem in the room with the construct and the goblin and the patron standing in the way of the thing. So if that's my target... Let's take a closer look at it. Where am I? Wrong side. Right, so the power gem I want is this one. Eight shovels to save. Over 600, that's acceptable. That's actually pretty good. Okay. I want to fight the goblin and spend 8 shovels and a yellow key to get in here. So that means all I need is a little bit more health. Yeah, you don't improve too much soon. I don't want to spend that green key, or I could use these shovels. Wait, 6 shovels to save that. No, I want to use shovels. I want to use just shovel, 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 shovel. That gets me health. And then open this. Okay, so all I need is 5 more shovels. Okay. Get 5 more shovels, and you don't need anything else. I will be spending the yellow key that I have, but that attack will help me get more. I want to save my money for stats, so I'm going to do that. I will allow a small loss of value here, but what I need is shovels, not health. You have shovels, not health? Is that the best source of shovels, not health? No, this one is better. But it's a tar baby, and I do not want to fight one of those right now. Is there a place I can trade shovels for shovels? I could fight a gel baby instead and take more damage and die because I don't have the health for it. That is an option. What's the golem's disposition? +1 to save a lot? Of course it is. I'm already done with those. No, I'm not done looking at my options. I will find one that is acceptable. This is actually pretty good. That means I would need to find a yellow key elsewhere. Well, I could turn some of those shovels into one, but then that means I don't have enough shovels for other things. In the room I'm in... No, I will not just fight a tar baby now. That is not permitted. Gel baby for those things. That's nice, but I don't currently have the health. That could change. Now, does that give me everything I need? Yes. Okay, so that much health for those many shovels. Still don't have enough to get in here. What about this door? No, I hate it. It would give me exactly the right number of shovels, but then I'd be a yellow key short. This could fix that problem. Okay, I think I accept that. This door, those mud babies, and done. Funny that's my choice, but that is how it happened. Sure. So that means I want to open this door. And now I'm a key short. And, oh, actually, You have shovels. Wait, didn't I only need 6 shovels? I only needed 6 shovels. I missed that mud baby, and that's more appealing than opening that door. Because it's just one little mud baby. You're my friend. I found the appealing option. It existed. Just took a long, long time to show itself. Alright, great. That's the good one. I want to go this way. Alright, get that power gem. Like this. I have 1 shovel left. I might have miscounted slightly, but in a way that doesn't matter. Alright, so roach egg time. That's the important thing that just happened. The next shield gem. I want to know about that just in case. I think roach queens aren't quite free yet. But 1 more shield gem would change that. This exists, but it's annoyingly out of reach. There's 1 in this room. Okay, so get a blue key for the next shield gem. Blue key, 2 yellows. And the ability to fight... Oh, I could go behind the Omplic. That's an option. There is a digging-only route here, involving no combat. That takes... $29 shovels. 29 shovels, that I can get 30 from that one tar baby who now is cheaper. And most of these are good digs anyway because they get me 60 health each. How does this split up? So that's 50 shovels for 4,000. Meaning that's 80 per dig. Okay. Cool. 80 per dig is slightly better than 60 per dig. But that's much later in the level, and I still will probably take some of the others. Though I do remember running out of shovels and like just barely being able to get these things. However, I still think my plan is a good one. Alright. So I can get defense if I have 2 yellow keys and 29 shovels. And a blue key. Okay. 2 yellow keys, 29 shovels, and a blue key. Or 600 Greckles, whichever happens first. Okay, so roach eggs are free. This doesn't benefit me, but it makes the room look cleaner. Same with that. And actually, is this 1 hit or 2? That's 2. Even if it was just 1, I still would zero you with 1 more shield gem because they're worth 4. Alright, check it out. Health. And right, yeah, this is getting me the keys that I wanted. Cool. Okay. There's you. I don't actually benefit from this, but I like to do it anyway. Whoopsie! I benefit by hearing splattering sounds. Is that a benefit? You decide. Alright, so yeah, popping roach eggs was not actually all that amazing. But it got me a couple of keys and a bit of health. So that's pretty nice. This shop has a green key. I do have 1 yellow key. I need 1 more and a... Don't go backward. I need to go forward. I need 1 more yellow key. And a blue key. This blue key is pretty cheap at this point. Is this the one that I want? Is there another one in the previous level that's cheaper? There might actually be. There is one in the shop, and that's the only one left. It costs how much? 220. I'd rather save for stats right now. Yeah, I think that would benefit me more. There's this green key locked behind a yellow door. I was thinking of this green key. Okay. Yeah, I don't have U0 defense-wise, and that will actually eventually happen, so this can be one of the last green keys I pick up. Okay, on this floor... Yeah, that can also be one of the last green keys I pick up. On this floor, there's basically nothing. On this floor, there's very little left. But there is some. Okay, so this is one blue key for 150-ish. 160-ish? 161, I think, is the number. Wait, no, it's not. 131? 131. That sounds very inexpensive, and it's definitely what I want to do. But not so definite I won't make a quick save first. Okay. I still need another yellow key. I guess I'm going to get it on this level somehow. There are lots of ways. I know a good one. You. Right here. Okay. And just to look around and make sure there isn't something I'd rather have. No, I don't want to dig to it. Right, I need the shovels. Let's go get those. They are here. Okay. This worked out. It took some time, but it did. That got me to the shovels. Right, I need the yellow key, which comes from... Hey, what's in this room? A blue key. For expensive price. Not something I want right now. Now here's a yellow key. I would be one shovel short if I went in there now and did that though. So that is not when I wish to do that. This is totally open to me at this point. I'll be doing this for money soon, probably. It'd be nice to hit that threshold first, but... I may or may not. Anyway, I want these. Alright, those are my keys. I go this way, that way, down here. And let's get that shield gem. I go the other way for that, I think? Oh, right, that's not actually open fully yet. Do I spend a yellow key or do I do things here? I did bother to open this. That yellow key would be the one I might spend. Like, I have one spare. I'd also have to fight a... Yeah, no matter which way I go... No, I'm going up this way, not the other way. The southeast section can stay temporarily locked away, that's fine. And so can the shop, because I'm not at 600 yet. Alright, I'm here. There we go. And I have the blue key, and we're doing this. Now, just in case... because that could be a decision I decide to reverse. Okay, I was waiting for you for a while. That's a lot of goodies. Now I think I want to turn around and go through this room instead, although, having gotten that defense, what I actually want to do is go on a zeroed Roach Queen rampage now. There won't be a whole lot, but there's a few, and that might get me the money for a stat. Roach Queens are on the previous level. You're still hitting me. Will that change? Yes, I will eventually get enough defense to zero you. Right, that Roach Queen died. This one is about to. There we go, 15 Greckles. Not a huge number, but at least it's some. Okay. You. Alright, well, I mean, that was the rampage. Not actually all that impressive, but I am very close to 600 now. Okay, so my next target is to get to that 600 and by probably... honestly, probably attack. The switch has flipped at this point, where attack is the valuable one. Now... where and how am I getting those Greckles? Well, I want to do productive work at the same time. So, let's figure out what the next resource needed is that I don't currently have. The shield. Did I just skip that shield? Maybe I should have taken this long ago. 500 damage plus Amplic Fight to get here. I get a health refund, yes. Plus 7, but that doesn't save a huge amount relative to how much you actually deal to me. Going this way doesn't get me the... wait a second. What's with the doors there? Do I have to kill... no, just the one. So this would look like this. 500 plus that fight, and then I would have 4 more defense. Whereas with the shield, I would save... I really should have done that earlier. Yeah, that should have happened by now. But I had a lot of health pressure. Where did all this come from? This is a ridiculous amount. What happened to my health? Wait, what did happen to my health? What? I had 1164 here when I was getting the blue key. 2037 when I came here. Ah, this room happened, also the Roach Queen health happened. It was like 3 separate events. Okay. I didn't get that all at once. Right, and 4 separate events. There was one here. This was a health profit. Because at the start of the room I had 3100 some. And I can just leave without interacting with anything additional. Yes, I should have done that earlier. But that's okay. It is now done. Sand ants are free. I think they were a second ago, actually. But now they still are. Okay, so let's find some... I probably wouldn't spend a shovel to get 16 Greckles, but I don't know. Maybe I would. Alright. Sand ant hunting. I will want those yellow keys eventually, but right now is not what my priority is. Where are sand ants? There's a few more somewhere. Oh, I know a place. Right here. And I have the shovels for this now. So that feels like it makes sense. Okay, so now I can go in here and claim this potion. Before I take those shovels, I should decide what I'm doing in this room. You're still hitting me 4 times, so defense drops that dramatically. Sand golems down to that amount. That's nice. Here's a sand ants. I don't think I need to enter the room from here. I'll just take that potion and that's all. I'll come in from this side since that's already mostly open. I don't currently need these resources though. What do I need? Like, what is my current task? It is unclear. I was going on a rampage of sorts. I thought I had already done that. I'll fight you later to access that. Will you 0? No. I'll still probably do it though for your money. Aha! I have 630 Greckles. So I can buy a thing. Well, don't do that, Tendry. Silly boy. Oh, also, free stuff. In case you're wondering, I am paying no mind whatsoever to the Greckle challenge during this run. That is not in my set of goals right now. Now, to get to the shop, I have to fight you. That's fine, you're looking acceptable at the moment. So, here in the shop...
Then be the stilt walker.
Do I look like I'm walking on stilts?
Oh.
Alright, so... For attack, 4 defense, 800 health. So the question is, do I take defense or attack? I need to make my way in here. That is my next goal. Ah, and here's some more stats, by the way. That'll get me closer to those things. I guess I'm just, like, not taking that shield at all, maybe? So both of these directions involve the use of a yellow key. This room has only one thing of current interest. What am I doing with all my blue keys? I think I saved way more than I needed to. I think I'm gonna end up with a gigantic surplus of blue keys at the end. And nothing to do with them. So I guess I can open some of these easily. Well, I'll do that very late to make sure that there's not, like, more blue doors past here or something. Does this chapter have a never spend blue keys challenge? Yes, it does, and I thought I was on the route for it at one point, until I realized I wasn't. This is not the thing to be looking at right now. Yes, decoys will improve. Don't worry about it. Do I have to go this way? I sure do. Okay, so the next bottleneck is here, and I have 2 ways to reach this room. There's that door I have access to now, this one, which I don't quite as easily. So, obviously I take the north route. Then I either open these, which I think I do in order to get easier access to that key, or fight the construct. I open these. Okay, so I'm at... Whoa, here's where my yellow keys go, yikes. And I fight the construct now-ish. Aha. I would annoyingly be 1 attack short. Okay, so now... I will not be opening this door. That closes it. I want to get these prizes now. I need another green key. Here's one. I have the shovels for it. I need... Okay, the issue is... I need another power gem. I think it's this one. Oh, you're at +1 right now. I'm about to have a good time for you. This gem. Ooh, this spot's nasty without the shield. I think I want to get the shield for this. Or just skip that and open... Yeah, that makes more sense. Open this door... Open this door? Because I am trying to save on constructs. Okay, I have plenty of room to spend extra green keys, so I think I want to open these 2 things. However, how am I getting there? It'd be better if I already had the shield. Do I go this way? This way has a construct, that's no good. This way has a beam, that's no good. So I guess I would go this way. Unless I fight the Ontlik, which closes this door, right? Yeah. So I don't want to waste a green key there. Now, keeping some shovels for this stuff would be a good idea. But I think I can afford that spend. It involves a decoy, which is fine. Am I doing this right this second? I think so. Ah, no, not quite. Wait. I can do better. I can do much better. Check it out. I buy for attack. I then fight this guy. Take his attack, and now I am still at +1 with constructs. It's only 169. That's not a huge deal. That's not worth going that much out of my way for. Okay. When I'm ready to fight that Omplik, it hides some health. Rochi can't help me enough to get that health and get back without taking some beam damage. I already tried pretty hard and there wasn't a way. Okay, right, so I'm heading in this direction. I know that I am opening this door. Do I? That might not be necessary, actually. If I'm going into this room to take this gem, which I decided I was, right? Then don't I need some more yellow keys? And I do want to take this. Okay. Beyond this point, what are yellow keys for? Tiny amount of health here. This is a Rochi challenge, isn't it? I think so. A little bit of stuff here, and some traversal, because I remember that being annoying. This door, that's mandatory. Opportunity to dig more health. Aha, I have this stuff for free right now in the room with the Omplik in it. Which I know doesn't narrow it down that much. Where's the shield? The shield is here. Ooh, mandatory green door I didn't notice. Anyways, so for this, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. You're at +1. This is how I get that. Never mind, I got no problem here. Okay, so I do open this door right now. In fact, I have everything I need to collect that shield gem. Neat. Just in case I'm wrong and care about it. I'm not? Okay, so I got that. Now the construct is cheaper by this much. Until I'm going this way, I don't need to fight you. And I can fight you just before this, so the number of keys that need to be in my pocket at the moment is 3, and I have 1. So acquire 2 more yellow keys. Right, this doesn't actually get me here. Okay, acquire 2 more yellow keys. To do that, there are lots of ways. I don't really want to look on this level because there's plenty earlier. There are some in shops, but I want to save my money for other things. Okay, water skippers. Sand skippers just got a bunch cheaper. That is nice. However, I think I can do better than this. I already took the ones from the mud babies here. Isn't there some yellow keys in this room? There's 1. Okay, 1 for 70 is not too bad. Those are shovels which I will want at some point. This gets me a yellow key. Is it time for that route? In terms of attack it is, and in terms of defense, I'm not going to get much more anytime soon, so I think it's reasonable. Where am I? That doesn't actually get me a key. I have to spend 1 to get in there in the first place. There's a, there's this. Now hold on, 60 per key? 60 per key is pretty appealing, actually. Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay. So now I'm ready for that construct. I think so. Okay. Just do the minimum amount of interaction. Don't touch anything you're not required to touch. I'm required to touch this because of that. And I don't want to pay the extra fee later. Okay, there we go. Big health. Very nice. Okay, so that is my checkpoint for the day. I did want to look at one thing, though. What does this do? That opens that door. How could I possibly get there from the other side, though? I don't think I could have. Then there's this extra door to sort of show the shield's part of the shop, I guess. I am close to that shield. I suppose I could go get it nowish. Okay, but I'm gonna have to think about this room anyway. I made it here. That's great. Actually doing stuff. Next time, probably getting that shield and who knows what else.